Alright guys, what's up? So we're back on this truck. This I think it's 2006, 5? What is it? It's a 5. 2005 6.0. Getting all 2012 interior. So we've pretty much got everything done except the dash. So it's got my pillar kit. It's already got the new C30 wired up and done. It's got the console that's wired up and done. The door panels are all done. Headliner all done. Everything is done on here except the dash. So this video I'm going to show you how to remove the 05 to 07 dash. If you're wondering, I already have a video to remove a 99 to 01. So if you're looking for that video for the 7.3s or the older trucks, look up Big Red. On that truck is the one I did that. So this is this is a 05 to 07. There's three generations of dashes: 99 to 01, 02 to 04, and then 05 to 07. They're all pretty much come out the same way, but there are little differences in those three generations. So this one specifically 05 to 07. So you know, one thing I want to talk about too, you know, if you guys are having me do these dash swaps, please make sure the trucks are charged, okay? There's nothing more annoying when I'm trying to, you know, do electrical and we ain't got no electric. And, you know, we need electric to have electric things happen, you know? And get all your junk out of here too, guys, all right? This guy's got, you know, tools and all kinds of crap in here. You know, I'm not your maid. You know, I'm gonna have to, I don't even know what to do with all this shit. So it is what it is. So, but all right, guys. So, all right, first step, we need to disconnect them batteries up there. So, go ahead and get you a little wrenchy and get these disconnected. You gotta do them both, so do both sides. So let me go ahead and get these batteries disconnected, and then I'm gonna show you the next step. And let me clean that glove box, and I'm gonna go get a battery charger too. So give me a couple minutes, I'll be back. So let's get to work. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with the passenger side. That's what I like to do. So there's sometimes this little sound barrier, it's got these little Phillips push pins. There's usually 2 of them in here, like one there and one there, and then you get them out and you just pull this out, and then go ahead and unplug all this stuff. So let's see, you got your fuel cutoff. We're gonna need that goes with the dash. And then we got, it looks like we got 3 plugs here. So go ahead and undo these 3 plugs in the fuel cutoff. We'll get those, and then drop the glove box. Push that in, push that in. And you're gonna need to undo these HVAC 2 plugs right here. So undo those 2. And this one has digital AC control, so you need to undo this tube. It's just clicked in there. And then undo this blender door plug. And then that should be it for over here. So let me go ahead and get all this stuff unplugged, and then we'll go to the next step, okay? Okay guys, got everything unplugged. So we're good to go with the glove box. So you can go ahead and close that up, and the glove box can stay with the dash. You don't have to remove it. So I got these unplugged. The next step is gonna be, there's a ground here. So make sure you get this bolt. It's an 8 mil. Because that ground goes with the dash. So, you know, it's gotta come out. So we've pretty much got everything here. Now this yellow cable stays with the truck, and it does run through the dash. This guy's got a zip tie on it, so we're gonna need to snip that. I don't know why. There's a handful. Someone jacked this antenna up. We're gonna have to fix that. But that antenna runs up to the radio, and so he already took this bezel off, so it saves you some time. So I was able to unplug the antenna wire behind the radio. So once we remove the dash, I'll be able to pull it out from the back and keep the antenna with the truck. So now that we've got that done, there's usually an airbag module right here that he covered in fucking sound deadener for some fucking reason. God damn. This is the worst. Alright, so usually you move the red clip, and then you can just pull it out. Come on, baby. There we go. So boom, voila. So 9901s have a red long plug, but 02 to 07 they have this big old blue plug. So that's pretty much it from the middle. Now what we're gonna do is come to the top, and there's some screws under here you need to get. So there's one. That one's a 7 mil. And then there's 2 over here, and I think these 2 are 8s, if I believe. Yeah, so there's an 8 there and an 8 here. Boom. So we're gonna need to get we're gonna undo these 3 screws, and then we're gonna start on that side. So let me knock those out and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now we got all the screws out. I came over to the driver's side. One of the first things I like to do is remove that bolt for the steering shaft. So and then you just take the steering shaft and push it towards the engine, and that's it. All right, now the next step is the shifter cable. So on the new dashes, it requires a different shift cable. So we've already got that. So now the next step, we don't need that one, and honestly, it is a pain in the butt to remove it off this old column. So we just sacrifice it. Easy peasy, shift cable done. So while you're down here, go ahead and come over here and unplug the gas pedal. This little red clippy. Come on, come on. I'm gonna need a flathead for that. I can't get my finger in there. Maybe. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, and then get under here at the brake pedal. There's one right here. This brown one. Get that. This dude's got like an aftermarket alarm, and it's just running through a bunch of bullshit. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, but don't worry about that for right now. Then there's gonna be some body plugs. So he does have adjustable pedals, and there's a plug right here. That's the plug for the... My bad, guys. I accidentally hit a button. I stopped recording, so I'm gonna unplug the adjustable pedals. So we got that undone right there. Next up, what do we got? What do we got? What do we want to do? Probably gonna undo the brake cable from right here. We're gonna have to undo this and unsnatch it from in here. Where's it at? Where's it at? This thing. I don't know if you guys can see it. We need to get this cable out of here. So that's gonna require a pair of pliers, but it's not rocket science. But this part stays with the truck and the cable stays with the truck, okay? We just need to keep this with the dash. What do we got next? What do we got next? I go ahead and remove the fuse box now too. That's just a 10 mil, 10 mil, 10 mil, 10 mil, and then it should be able to come out, and then you can unplug everything from the back. So let me see. We got my 10 on here. I can show you what it looks like. Remember, we do have the batteries undone, so I'm not worried about anything. Come on. There we go. So boom, now I can get to everything. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug everything, because half of these plugs they go through the body harness, half of these plugs go through the engine bay, and then half of these plugs go through the dash. So they kind of, some have to stay, some have to go. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get this all unplugged. Let me figure out this alarm situation, and I'll get back to you. But man, look, we're already like halfway done. So it's only been like, what, 5 minutes? So I'll be back. Okay guys, so now that we got the whole fuse box unplugged from everything back here, we still have the main power cable. So that's usually the last thing I do. So you go ahead and remove this cap. I already unclicked it. Go ahead and take your handy dandy 10 mil. And this cable should slide out. There we go, and voila, we got our fuse box. So I'm gonna put this to the side because we do need to mount that on the new dash. Other than that, let me figure out the alarm. I'll be right back. So this truck has an alarm on it, and the guy wants me to swap it over to the new harness. I don't even know where to start with this thing. What the this is a what the fuck. First, like, I don't even know why. Like, out of that tangled mess, I pulled out a phone cord. Like, I don't even... This is like butt connectors with like speaker wiring with... It looks like it's stripped in there. I bet $5 that's not even soldered. I'm not even even gonna find out. Clipper. But yeah, my customer was just like, yeah, man, just swap it over to the new harness. Swap what? Do what? What? Well, I don't even know where to begin with this thing. And like, it's running up through the engine bay. It's tapped into the body harness. I don't even know what that box is, but this, I don't even know if it goes to anything. There's just wires snipped. Is that what these are? What the fuck? This just puts the dash halt at a straight, puts us at a halt. What the fuck? I don't want to do this. I don't even have instructions on this or anything. Fuck. Alright, well, I don't know. Let me figure this out and we'll be back on this dash removal. Okay guys, so we're gonna mess with the alarm in a little bit because one thing I need to do is I need to unplug all this stuff on the engine harness. Because half of the dash harness comes through that big, oh man, my bad guys, goes through this big plug, and it plugs into stuff in the engine base. So it's kind of hard to get to from the top. I mean, I could probably get to a couple of them, but if you take out this fender well liner like you do on the 99 to 04s, pretty much all of them, you can access everything because they're all sitting just right here. But it does have the new front clip, so this isn't the original lining. Now these linings are normally super easy to get out, but he does have the fender flares, which are over all the bolts that I need to get to, so I have to remove this flare. And luckily he doesn't even have it installed right, so the flare should be pretty easy to remove with a couple bolts. So let me get that done too, I guess. Yeah, and then got a fire hazard right here just waiting to go off. Shaking my head. Okay guys, so we got the fender well liner down, so now we can get to our plugs. So for 05 to 07, you're gonna be looking at these two big ones right here, the big black one and the big white one. No pun intended. And then over here, you're gonna have this guy and then this guy. And there's one right here. It's kind of weird to get to at the bottom of the brake booster, which you kind of, there we go. And that's it, you just unplug it. So yeah, so look, there's one. I mean, you just follow it. I mean, you just follow this coming out. You know, you got 1, you got 2, you got 3, you got 4, and then you got 5. So let's go ahead and start unplugging them. It ain't rocket science. And then you can go ahead and pull it from the other side, and that's all we're gonna have to do under the hood. So let me go ahead and get these knocked out. Let me pull them through the other side. I'm gonna show you how to unplug the body plugs. So heck yeah. Okay guys, so we got them all unplugged. So we're ready to pull this through the other side so we can bring it out with the dash. So show you. So come on up under here. It's this big guy. Give it a nice tug. Actually, you might need a flathead. That might make life a little easier. Where is my, oh, right here, right here. Grab your flathead. Oh. This rubber seal is a tough SOB, I tell you what. There we go. Oh, my bad, guys. Ah, there we go. She's loose. So now we can go ahead and, you know, feed the plugs through for the dash and stuff. So I'll go ahead and pull those through in a minute. The next ones I want to talk about is if we look upside down, here's a body plug right here in the middle of the dash. Unplug that, and then there's a turquoise looking one. Let's see, let me turn it around. Right there. So we need to unplug, my bad guys. Unplug this one. So those are your two body plugs. So other than that, I think we actually have the whole dash disconnected from the truck. I think everything's unplugged. So let me go ahead and pull those wires through the firewall. Let me try to organize this, because remember, some of these are for the fuse box and they stay with the body, and some stay with the engine. So let me go ahead and get these all untangled. Like the power wire, for instance, that stays with the truck. So let me get everything untangled, and I think we'll be ready to unbolt this sucker. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled out the radio just to unplug everything. Look at that, there's a Clifford. This alarm is everywhere. Oh, well, that's sticking real good. That got the job done, I bet. Look at that, the sticky shit just slid off. But yeah, he's got something going on with the weirdest audio shit. I mean, we got house wiring in here. This is like solid copper pretty much. Going to God knows what. I don't know what's going on there, so I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna snip it, yeah. And man, see, I hate when people do this with buck connectors. Like, look at that. Ah, my OCD's freaking out, so whatever. So let me finish getting this radio removed, and then I'm gonna double check everything. If I didn't miss anything, our next step's gonna be unbolting this bad boy. So, all right, let's get it. Okay guys, so I think we got everything, so I'm gonna show you how to unbolt this bad boy. So actually we're gonna start with there's one bolt in the middle. It's to the right of the gas pedal. Let me see if we can get it on right there. You see that guy? And voila, got it. All right, next step is gonna be these side ones. So go ahead and pull that cover. There's 2 of them right there. We're gonna go ahead and use the other impact. So let's go ahead and get that going. Got my mill. This little stubby, man, it is my favorite impact. It is perfect for, you know, the seats and the dash. It's awesome. So, all right, here we go. To the other side. See why I like the seats out? Alright, so under this cover is a bolt. And then there's the other bolt. So I think we hit the nail on the head there. So we'll go slide it over. Oh yeah, looks like we got everything. So here's the antenna wire. Remember I said that stays with the truck. So you go ahead and, you know, pull it out the clippies. And then it's gonna be under this insulation stuff. There we go. So this will stay with the truck. And voila. So let's go on the other side. Let's go check, see if we got everything unplugged over there. Wouldn't surprise me if there's some alarm bullshit. No, we're good, we're clean. So this is that's it, she's out, boys. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, why don't we just go take it for a walk? Okay. See why I don't like any door panels on? And look at that. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh shit. We got the stereo stuff on there, so let's see. There we go. Keep that with the truck, I guess. So other than that, there she is, boys. All out. So man, see, I'm not a big fan on aftermarket stereo stuff. Like, I have an aftermarket stereo on my truck, but I ain't got all this bullshit. This is a lot of extra bullshit. Oh, guys, look what fell out of the dash, man. What is this thing? What the? Man, coming from Nevada, we ain't got much bugs, man. Florida got the weirdest stuff. Both things like is the size of my finger. Oh. I'll see y'all later.